Okay, this is like take 5 now. That's been a disaster so far. I looked over at my Facebook feed on my laptop and I had a filter on me that made me look like Gandalf. So we're going to start this over. Okay, hope you're having a great Tuesday. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to talk today about something called the expectancy value theory. Now, the expectancy value theory is something that can be used from the field of motivation science to help determine strength of motivation when it comes to a goal that you're pursuing or some sort of objective that you're trying to accomplish. A lot of the people that I work with in the course of my business at Arena Fitness are people that are struggling with motivation, or at least this is what they tell me. Now, I don't really think that people have a clear understanding of what motivation really is, but that's a conversation for another day. What I hear a lot of from people is, I want to get in shape, I want to lose weight, but I don't have the motivation. I need motivation. I need somebody to motivate me. Now, on another day, we will talk about why it is that it's impossible for someone else to motivate you. That's a topic for another day. But in the meantime, the point I'm making is that I deal with a lot of people who struggle with the concept of motivation. So the expectancy value theory is something from the field of motivation science that can be used as a tool for determining the strength of your motivation to do something. And then you can use that information to guide you in a different direction if you happen to be struggling. So there are 2 questions that make up the expectancy value theory. Number 1, how confident am I that I'm going to be successful? That's the expectancy part. And question number 2 is, how much is it going to benefit me? That's the value part. Now, I'm kind of paraphrasing the expectancy value theory, but ultimately that's what it boils down to. How confident am I that I'm going to be successful, and how much is it going to benefit me? So let's talk about using this as a filter for determining why it is that you're struggling with weight loss. And I use weight loss as an example simply because this, weight loss is the primary thing that we deal with at Arena Fitness. Most of the people out there want to lose weight for one reason or another. Makes sense. 72% of Americans over the age of 20 are overweight or obese, and to lose weight would make profound shifts in health. And so losing weight is very, very important. So let's use weight loss as an example of a goal, and let's put it through the expectancy value theory filter. And we'll use me as an example for the first way of looking at the expectancy value theory. So let's say that losing weight is a goal that I want to examine. And I would ask myself first, how confident am I in my ability to succeed when it comes to weight loss? So the answer for me would be, I'm very confident, because when it comes to weight loss, that just happens to be an area of my life where I've developed a certain amount of competency. I know how to lose weight. I know how to gain weight. For me, it's not a challenge. Now, let me just say that there are many other areas in my life where I am completely incompetent, but in this particular area, I have developed a certain degree of competency. So if you ask me, how confident are you that you can lose weight? My answer will be, I'm very confident. I know that I can do it. Great. So my confidence is high. My expectancy is high. Second question is, how much will it benefit you? For me, the answer would be, not very much. It's not important to me. It's not something that I really want to do. So from that perspective, it's not something that would greatly benefit me. It's not something that would add a lot of value to me based upon my needs and my goals in my life at this time. So the value part of the equation is low. So my confidence is high that I would be successful, but the value part of the equation is low because I don't feel like it's anything that would add a lot of benefit to my life. So if confidence is high, expectancy is high, value is low, I'm going to have low motivation to pursue this particular goal. Why? Well, if it's something that I know that I can be successful in, but it's not going to benefit me greatly, why would I invest myself, invest my energy, my time, and my effort into something that doesn't have a good return for me? The ROI on that is weak. So why would I throw myself into something that's not going to yield a big benefit for me? So that's one way, one example of running somebody through the expectancy value theory. Now let's take a look at most of the people that I talk with when they call into Arena Fitness to get some information, and I kind of get into the process of discussing their background and their goals. If I was to take one of those people who is really, really interested in losing weight, the conversation might look a little different. So if I'm asking them the two questions, I'm going to ask the second question first. So if I ask them, how likely are you, or how much benefit do you feel that losing weight would add to your life? The answer usually is, it would be hugely beneficial. I would feel better, I would look better, I would be better, I would be healthier. Losing weight would have a big impact on the quality of my life. So the value part of the theory is high. The second question, however, and this is what I encounter a lot of the time, is how confident are you that you'll be successful? Usually the answer is something like, I'm not very confident. It's not something that I feel that I'm going to be successful in. I have a lot of doubt. Why? Because I've tried a number of times. I've failed a number of times. I've lost weight. I've gained weight. I've been unable to sustain the progress and the goals that I've made when it comes to weight loss. And so I just don't have a lot of confidence in my ability to be successful. So when you're taking a look at the expectancy value theory, their confidence is low, the benefit is high, they're going to have a low degree of motivation in pursuing and achieving that goal. Why? Well, because even though it's something that they feel would add great benefit to their life, something that would produce a great result, they don't have a lot of confidence in their ability to succeed. So why are you going to invest yourself greatly in something that you feel is ultimately going to end up in failure? So that, when you're taking a look at that example, confidence is low, benefit is high, motivation is going to be low. Obviously, if you're talking to somebody and they say, you know, I don't think it's going to add benefit to my life and I don't have a lot of confidence in success, that's a gimme. We know there's not going to be a lot of confidence, a high degree of motivation in pursuing a goal when that's how you're answering those two questions. So that's how you determine whether you've got a high or a low degree of motivation when you're pursuing a goal, is running it through those two questions. How likely do I believe I am to be successful, and how much will it benefit me? Great. Now you have the answer to those questions. What do you do with that information? Well, again, if you're talking to somebody like me who knows that, who feels very, very confident in success, but doesn't believe that achieving that goal is going to add a lot of value to my life, then I would have to ask myself, I would examine whether or not that's a worthy goal. It doesn't sound like a very worthwhile pursuit then if I'm pursuing something that isn't going to add a lot of value to my life. So that gives me the opportunity to examine the goal, determine whether it's something that I'm still interested in pursuing, and if not, pivot, change my mind, seek a different path, choose a different goal or objective. So that's what you can do with the information. On the other side of things, what you can do if you find that your confidence is low but the value would be high, you say, you know, I'd love to lose weight. I think it would add a lot of value to my life, but I don't have a lot of confidence in my success. Then you ask yourself, why is it that you don't have a lot of confidence in your success? And typically that's because people either have failed numerous times in the past, feel like they don't know what they're doing or how to do it, and that's why they're struggling. So if that's the case, then you can take a look at what would you need to feel confident in your ability to succeed with your goal when it comes to weight loss. And usually the answer is either one of two things. You either need to invest yourself in acquiring the knowledge necessary to create a plan that's going to be successful, or you need to find somebody who's already an expert and get help from them. So let's use an example. Let's say that I want to build a fence in my backyard. I've never done it before. I think it would be great. It would add a lot of value, but I don't have a lot of confidence in my ability to do it because it's something that I've never done before. I might do either one of two things. I might go on YouTube, and Google it and find out how to actually set posts and railings and build a fence. and acquire the knowledge necessary to perform the task, which would give me the necessary confidence to see the project through to completion. Or I'd hire somebody else to do it, or hire somebody to teach me to do it. So a lot of the time when you run up against doubt, the best path out of that doubt is to find somebody who can help you. Find somebody who has the knowledge. Find somebody who has a plan of action. Find somebody who has experience in this area, who has a track record of helping people with the particular goal that you're trying to achieve. So in the case of weight loss, you would find a coach or find a nutritionist, some sort of health practitioner, and you would have them help you find your way as far as navigating your road to success when it comes to losing weight. And that would give you the confidence necessary to achieve your goals. So if you find somebody that can help you, then that might restore your confidence. So your confidence would be high, the value would be high, you'd have a high level of motivation. So that's it. That's just a simple way for you to take a look at something in your life that you're pursuing, a goal that you want to pursue. And if you're struggling with it, ask yourself these two simple questions. Do I feel confident in my ability to succeed? And how much will it benefit me? If you find that the answer to one of those questions is high and one of those questions is low, you're going to have a low degree of motivation to achieve that goal. So then you can use the information as to why you have a low amount of confidence, or you find that there would be a low degree of value in that activity, and use it to inform you as to what the next step is and what you need to change in order to get back onto a path that's going to lead you towards success. So that's the expectancy value theory. Google it, check it out online. Thanks for checking this out. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below. Also on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a webinar online called The 5 Pillars of Health. It's something that I've developed over the last couple years and something that I present in workshop form a few times a year. So I'm going to be doing that on Saturday at noon. I'll post the link on my Facebook page in the event anybody's interested in attending. You're welcome to do it. It's free. Everybody's welcome. And I'm going to cover the 5 pillars of health: move, eat, recover, play, connect, give you some ideas as to why it is that we struggle in all those areas of our lives, and some action steps that we can take to improve in all of those areas so that we can be healthier and happier. So that's it for today. Hope this was beneficial to you. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you next week.